Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Ivatron, and today I wanted to talk about this, which is free 5-star that's coming to Genshin Impact. Yeah, that's right, free. And the crazy thing is, it kind of came out of nowhere, but if you know this character, she's from a game called Horizon Zero Dawn, and it's a PS4 exclusive game. I think it might be available for the PC, but it's soon coming out with like another, like a sequel or something like that. I personally haven't played the game. My friend has. He told me it was really good. Maybe I'll check it out one of these days. But it is just like a fantasy kind of RPG. And yeah, they kind of just announced this out of nowhere, saying that you'd be able to get her for free after the 2.2 update. So that will be in about 20 days, 22 days, somewhere around there. And you basically just have to log into the PlayStation in order to get her. Also, with her, going to be a new weapon. And it is going to be the Predator Bow. Attack percent, base attack's decently high. But yeah, this is the weird part. It says effective for players on PlayStation Network only. Dealing cryo damage to opponents increases this character's normal charge attack damage by 10%. So it's not a horrible weapon, but what I'm wondering is effective for players on PlayStation Network only. Does that mean that this like passive is only gonna work while you're on the PlayStation? Because that'll be kind of interesting. And it might be only for that month, because here where you go to, it says like how to obtain her. It says, you know, you'll be able to, after you rank 20, you'll be able to get her if you log in on the PlayStation. And then after version 2.2, so a whole nother update later, everybody else is going to get her. So I'm guessing that maybe if it is, like, if this weapon only works on the PlayStation Network, it might only be during that time. Which I guess gives them a little bit of time of exclusivity for people that own PlayStation and not just like have their friends log their Genshin accounts in or something, you know. Either way, the most important part about this is not even, I don't really care much about her. She might be cool for those who play the game. This is probably like something that they really want, but it kind of came out of nowhere. But the biggest kind of change that this brings is the fact that they're willing to do collabs with, you know, a different game, to bring in a whole other character from a different game into their own game, which opens up a whole world of possibilities, right? Joking around the other day, I was talking with some people on Twitch, and I was saying, oh, I'm just waiting for the Konosuba, you know, characters to come in. I want Darkness and I want Kazuma. And I was just joking around, right? Like, that's all I'm waiting for, because they were all talking about Ayaka. And then suddenly this drops. I'm like, hey, you know what? Now it's a possibility. Like, now that Genshin has shown that they're willing to work with these companies and maybe other games. They might even do collabs kind of like Crunchyroll has done previously, where they bring in like Overlord characters, or, you know, Princess Connect, like all those kind of games interact with each other. So I'm wondering if Genshin is open to doing something like that. Maybe not too often, but, you know, every now and then bring a character from like a very well-known franchise or something that would kind of fit. I prefer it if they kind of fit into the whole Genshin kind of gameplay, right? Not just bring in somebody that doesn't make sense at all. But, I mean, with the variety of weapons and like skills and stuff, I think you can make most like anime characters, or, you know, shows, movies, whatever it is, other video games. You can make any kind of character from that kind of franchise work in Genshin. So it's pretty cool. I don't know how they're going to incorporate it like story-wise, if it's going to be like, oh, it's not even like we're going to try to bring it in some sort of like weird isekai kind of thing, right? Maybe they're just like, hey, look, it is what it is. It's like a collab, you know, they're here in this world. You get to play with them. It's cool, right? So we'll see if they do anything like that in the future, but I'm excited because for a long time, I thought that was never going to be a possibility with Genshin. Just how strict they are with all their things, but it looks like they started loosening up on that ever since they first were doing that like KFC collab, if you guys remember doing that, where like they put a chicken sandwich like into the game, and it was like an item, which is really interesting. And I think Noel and Diluc in China actually got skins. So we didn't get that, but I was wondering if maybe they would do something like that over here. But you know, they decided to team up with PlayStation, so that's really cool, honestly. And it really does change a lot, which is probably why you're gonna see the title of this and thumbnail say like this changes everything, right? Just to emphasize that, well, it is a big, really big change. And now Genshin has opened up to a whole new world of possibilities as far as, you know, collabs go. I personally think that I would want somebody from like some of my favorite animes, like I said, you know, Konosuba, Overlord, for me, are like some of my favorite animes. I would love to see them do something with that. Or if they want to do something like somebody's talking about Inazuma, right? Since we're in Inazuma, that just come out, it's based on like Japan, right? What if they did some kind of Dragon Slayer, or was it not Dragon Slayer, Demon Slayer, Demon Slayer kind of collab, right? I think that would be really cool, right? Like having Tanjiro in the game, like with his katana and everything, doing some sort of like, he'd be like Hydro, right? Using some of his what are they called, like the forms, like the fifth or whatever forms that he's using as attacks. I think that would be really, really cool. I think he would kind of work more like a child character where you know, he switches into like the melee stance or something. But I don't know, it just opens up so many possibilities for different characters. I think that's what everybody's mostly talking about, right? Like a lot of people, I didn't see them reacting to her specifically, just what this meant. And yeah, I just basically wanted to let you guys know that this brings up so many possibilities for Genshin that I'm actually like really excited to see what they could do with it. A lot of people are also talking about like Honkai collabs. I personally haven't played Honkai. I've only seen like a little bit of gameplay here and there from some streamers and like the promotional vids that they've put out, which are really well animated. But the characters in Honkai are a lot more quote unquote lewd, right, than in Genshin. So far in Genshin, they've been very strict about that. So I think certain characters that are like that aren't going to be put into Genshin unless they loosened up the rules on that, right? We saw like what they did with the nerf for the camera angles, that you can't really like look under them directly, so you can't like be staring at their butts the whole time. Or before, you know, in the CBTs where they had Ayaka with the pink panties, right? Every time she like moved around or she was in lighting, and they completely removed that and put like these like little boy shorts or something on her, so that, you know, you don't see the panties or anything. Which is, I mean, it's fine if they want to do that. It's just, you know, how are they going to incorporate some of like their Honkai characters into that? Are they going to like, you know, change their appearance to kind of match their rules that they have in Genshin, or are they just going to loosen the rules? Because if they do stick to those rules, you know, some of the characters from some video games, like let's say Nier, you know, just not going to be able to put that character into the game, you know, just because that, I mean, that character just has full butt right on your screen. So, you know, that automatically makes that collab maybe less likely. You know, Aqua from Konosuba, she doesn't wear any panties and just showing her butt the whole time. So yeah, that's gonna exclude her too. But you know, for example, like Overlord, if they put Ainz in the game, right? Like that'd be amazing. He'd be a magic caster, right? Like a catalyst user or something, or maybe they'll even add like a new kind of weapon staff or something to the game. I think that would work really, really well. He has like a variety of spells and stuff that they could choose from, but you know, characters like that I think would work really well because he's not, you know, he's Bones, so there's nothing good about him. You know, yeah, this is really interesting to see what Genshin is trying to do here and what it could mean. And it might not really mean anything, honestly. They might have just wanted to get PlayStation to do something to be able to do the cross save. So if that was the only reason they did this, and that's what PlayStation wanted, maybe that's the only thing they were willing to concede. But you know, maybe even future collabs are out of the question. But I think a game as big as Genshin, and with the downtimes that there is for like big updates like Inazuma didn't come out for, you know, 8 months, since the beginning of the game. We've been waiting for this, and we've had a lot of dry spells. In fact, a lot of people have quit playing the game, including some of my friends, just because, you know, they get bored of the constant grind. I think in between that, if you do collabs with like certain popular animes or franchises, such as, you know, Demon Slayer, I think it would really propel the game into something else. And a lot of other gachas do this, so I think this would be a really good move for them if they start doing this. Yeah, that's basically what this video was about, just talking about what Genshin is doing and what this could mean for the future. So please let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. I'm personally really excited for this, and excited for potential future updates and seeing what they could do. Like I said, if you want this character, everybody will get her, but it won't be till 2.3 update for everybody else. So like this says November 24th. So October 13th for those that play on the PlayStation, and everybody else November 24th. So about a month, which isn't too bad. Especially considering she probably won't be like game changing, right? Since considering she's going to be a free character, I would say she would probably be more along the lines of a 4-star with some constellations, or maybe even like the equivalent of like the main character, right? Because the main character is considered a 5-star, but stats and damage wise doesn't really hold up as much as like, you know, the summonable 5-star. So yeah, besides that, please let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. I'm super excited for this. Hopefully you guys are too. If you think this means that they're willing to do, you know, some more collabs in the future, please let me know. If you know something that I don't, please let me know that too. But besides that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. All right, bye guys.